Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I am doing a look ahead in 2023 of love. So what the collective, what lessons, what obstacles, what energies are going to be coming up in the year 2023. All right, an overall interesting. I believe this came up yesterday. Earth Warrior. It's interesting. It's coming up in the general reading for 2023 in regards to love. Interesting. I'm getting co-creating with the earth, creating a new way of being on earth, a new bravery, system busting, that relationships and connections don't have to be one way. They can be one way or another. No, they can be whatever consenting adults imagine them to be. Different ways of expressing connections, being very clear about what you personally want from connections. Wow, that feels very empowering and very different than traditional. You could still want and to express and be in a traditional connection. This isn't saying that that's a problem or an issue. But a realization that everybody gets to decide for themselves what works best for them. All right. So it looks like as the year starts, you'll be in that energy of Seven of Wands in reverse, choosing your battle. It's like as the new year begins, you're no longer wanting to deal with people in their egos. Some of you might have people showing up from your past as the new year begins. And someone who's a distraction energy, someone who doesn't want you to be heard. An energy that really wants to mute you out, to get you off path. So I'm getting that in the new year, early on in 2023, I get this feeling that there will be someone coming from your past whose their energy is very distracting towards what you want to do. They're going to come in and whether it's conscious or unconscious, they want to come in and disrupt, not allow you to be heard or seen. And I get this feeling like they might distract you. When you get in your emotions around this person, that frustration and annoyance ungrounds you, and it's hard for you to choose your battles. You might want to put this set something right. Yeah, it feels like in the beginning of the year, you might lose your temper. You might not be able to, it feels like you're in your emotions. So when you're in your emotions, you're not grounded, you're not connected with your intuition. You're thinking next step ahead. You might be more in your ego. Oh, I get that this person, this energy at the beginning of 2023 could be a group of people. They come in their ego, and you might match or mirror and also show up in your ego. Feels like you have worked a lot in 2022 about building and maintaining healthy boundaries. And it might feel like this energy is testing you, testing your boundaries to see if they can still get to you, to still rile you up. And for some of you, they rile you up. For some of you, you'll feel that and experience it, realize it, and take a pause so you can not take it personally, not match that energy, not mirror that energy, not take it personally. This is them trying to goad you into doing something. They don't want to see you out of that. They want to keep you in Ten of Swords. But you've been healing. You've healed from this betrayal. And so you don't want to make lose any of that ground at the beginning of the year. This or these type of energies are having a difficult time moving away from you. I get that there's some type of intellectual play. You both are very intelligent. And gosh, it's like your adversaries that feel very connected, like and enjoying being in an energy of spite and like you both enjoy. Oh, I heard mutual self-destruction. Feels like it feels like there's a lot of momentum in this energy of competition, jealousy, of spitefulness, of taking each other down type of thing. It feels like it's got a lot of momentum to it. And so at the beginning of the year, in the first couple months, there's this definitely in January, there's this you get to choose if you want to stay in this energy or not. All right. As the year goes on, there's Ace of Pentacles in reverse, strengthening bonds. So it feels like an opportunity to detach. Some type of opportunity that you don't want to take. You don't want to take that opportunity because it's attached to double energy. It's attached to an energy that's addictive codependent. So it looks like at the beginning of the year, this becomes very clear that you're not going to move forward with this energy. You're not going to accept opportunities with devil energies, energies that want you stuck, energies that want to drain you, energies that are addictive and codependent. And so as the year goes on, I feel like in the definitely more of a spring energy, springtime, that you move forward. You might physically be moving. A new place. Some of you might be moving to a new home, a new residence. Some of you are getting a new car. Spring, there's a lot of fast movement in the spring. Part of that fast moving forward is letting down defenses. There's something about something in the spring about letting down your defenses. You've moved on, you've passed some type of test, even showing yourself that you're not going to fall for the same old tricks. It feels like it's very easy for you to identify what energies are for your highest and greatest good and what energies aren't. And so you are like, no, thank you, on opportunities with devil energy. This allows you to move forward in a very profound way, to let down your guard because you trust yourself. It's not about needing to trust others. It's about learning that I do make the best choices for myself. And this allows you to catapult forward into a new space. For some of you, literally a new space, a new home, new car, new way of getting around, feeling less defensive, because you can see people who are authentic. You can feel if they're authentic and if they're a right match for you or not. And so you're no longer in competition. You're no longer, I feel like are opportunities in the spring for new potential love energies that are coming in. There's something about what you go through at the beginning of the new year that really make it very clear to yourself and possibly others, but really it's about you seeing clearly that I do not want that energy, that type of energy any longer. I no longer want to win at any cost. I'm not accepting, I realize my worth and value. And so someone who's not at my level, it's not about me feeling like I'm better than others. It's just realizing that when people show up, if they're a good match or not. And something happens in spring, a moving forward in such a profound way that you take your defenses down. Wow. Wow. So by summer, you really step into that 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, something very lasting. Feels like in the springtime era, there's this big leaps forward, fast moving energies, releasing of your guard. Feels like a lot of options come in that springtime. So by summer, you've completed a cycle on old ways of connections, old type of relationships, and made way for healthy, balanced, loving, emotionally stable. This feels like a type of fulfillment that you've never had before. But the difficulties that you've gone through in the past with prior connection or connections, you've healed from codependency and addictive type of behaviors in such a profound way that this year you're allowed to move forward and find, I'm here, it's out of this world. It's something so unique. You created this, you manifested this for yourself. Let's get into the fall energies. What happens for the collective in the fall? Wow. Two of Cups. This doesn't feel like your happiness depends upon a connection. It feels like you have, with that Earth Warrior being the overall energy of 2023 in love for you, is you have become so brave. You've gone through so much, you've released so much and moved forward, that there are lots of options that come through. By summer, it's not just about this connection. It's not just about experiencing something so fulfilling that you've never experienced this type of connection before, that it really helps you close out an old cycle. But it's not just about this love connection. There's something about, it's not, I feel like you have created a foundation for yourself, a strength, a bravery, and a fierceness, and a determination to love yourself and create what you want in this world, that has, and this trust and allowing things to happen and unfold in their correct timing, that is creating an amazing, I just got power couple. So being able to co-create with this connection, being able to emotionally support each other, mentally, emotionally, filling each other's cups, filling your own, knowing how first to fill your own cup. So you don't need someone to fulfill you. You are fulfilled already, and this person is fulfilled already. And so choosing each other, creating something very new and very different in a connection, feels like play, feels a lot lighter than previous relationships. Worth exploring. There's no more being stuck in endless cycles. By 2012, 2023, it just feels like you've moved on. You feel very different than previous years. There's a lot of forward positive momentum, a lack of being stuck. This connection does bring up old fears from the past, self-doubt. These are issues, maybe insecurities. Maybe you weren't chosen in previous connections, or you were made to be and feel like, or you were an option. And so these type of issues will come up in the fall, as it feels like in the fall, there's a seriousness. This connection goes to another level. And in doing so, you have to really face fears that you have about not being chosen, of being made an option. And eventually in the fall, you realize that feels like a lot of you choose self-love, that no matter what happens, I'm not going to give my power away to someone else. I love myself first. I'm willing to take the risk with someone else. There's something really strong, a strong decision in the fall. Do you allow your fears and worries and doubts to into this connection, or do you see this as, I want to work through this. I want to love myself. Wow, very powerful. Let's see what's in store for winter, the end of 2023. What's the energy in love for the collective? Page of Wands. Some new passion. Getting at the center of your reading is a new vitality. This whole year, the center of your reading is about a new way of being, a new passionate start. Feel like vitality. Vitality, it feels like youthfulness, a new energy, new excitement. Also getting, so you're clearing at the beginning to make space, because in the spring, new opportunities, in the summer, feeling so much emotional fulfillment, taking things into a serious next step into the fall, and getting through some wounds that need addressing as you take this connection deeper. And then there's, feels like by winter time, it's time for, we've made it through some difficulties in a connection, and I'm ready to move forward in this connection. The challenge is Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Your challenge for this year of love and potential new connections is not over giving. In the past, you have been in, okay, so I'm getting both. You might have been a runner, or you might have been a chaser. If you have been a runner in prior connections, maybe you feel very loving at the beginning, and then you feel nervous and you move away. You feel hot and cold in connections, and you prefer to be chased. It somehow feeds your insecurities. In 2023, your challenge is to give as much as you receive, to face your insecurities and stop running and give back equally. If you are a chaser, if you tend to be a chaser and overgive in connections, I'm seeing that pushes people away. They can't possibly give as much as you give. You give a lot to connections. I think in your heart, you're like, I'm so willing and so able to give so much to you and give to this connection. And it feels like you're giving out of an insecurity in hopes that they see your value. But instead, it's like you fill the space with over giving and there's no space left. And then as soon as they move away, maybe you feel like you perceive some type of slight, some type of coldness, some type of pulling away. You want to show them your value by giving, but instead you're creating this cycle of maybe pulling your energy back, taking care of you, getting into that self-love, pulling your energy back and taking care of you first, instead of, instead of chasing, realizing your value, your worth, giving to yourself instead of falling into that cyclical trap of chasing. So, all right, that's looking at love in 2023 throughout the year. Feels wonderful, feels like a lot of opportunities, feels like you've already come a long way and have a lot of opportunities starting really the whole time, because you can't judge the beginning of the year as unwanted, as bad, because by recognizing what needs to be let go of, you clear enough space so you can allow something really beautiful to come in. So, all right, let me know if this resonates with a thumbs up, the like. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love if you'd hit that subscribe button so I can grow this channel. And thank you all for your comments. And yeah, sending you all the best wishes for the new year. Take care. Bye.